Bounty Hunters issue 39 heads 3 days into the past, where Telemac is told of more droids on the station attacking others, almost like they are being infected by something. His command center is invaded by Clixon, who along with his infected droids kill Telemac's guards. Telemac orders them to stop in Ajax's name, but Clixon says that Ajax is a false prophet and he has found true salvation in one who recognizes his worth. The droids are taken over as Telemac tells Clixon that he should have let him die all those years ago. Clixon reveals that Ajax, their so-called leader they are waiting for, has already left Clixon's moon, and he didn't even look for his followers since Clixon purged the data logs so Telemac wouldn't be able to find him either. Telemac reminds the man that they saved him, but Clixon says that they left him incomplete. Telemac calls the being flawed as there is too much humanity left in him, but his head is suddenly ripped off by Clixon, who says that he is not human and he will ascend. The day before they arrived on the station, Tonga goes to see Valance up at the cockpit, telling him that they will be at the station in a few hours since Boba Fett came through with the coordinates. She wonders if he really should be piloting in his condition, but Valance says the ship's on autopilot. He just wanted to see if he could remember how to pilot. He wonders to Tonga what would happen if his mind can't be fixed, but Tonga won't hear it, since she refuses to lose anyone else. Valance says that she can't save them all, wanting her to kill him if nothing can be done to help him. Tonga can't do that to him, but Valance tells her that the moment he was blown up on Mimban, he struggled to hang on to what little humanity he has left, and if his mind goes completely, he will just be the killing machine the Empire made him into, and he can't bear the thought of hurting anyone he cares about. Tonga agrees to kill him, but only if it comes down to that. In the present, Valance kills Katak as Clixon reveals that he fixed the Hunter by purging his humanity, making him now perfect. Bosk, Dirge, and Deathstick ready for a fight, telling the cyborg to fix Valance or else. Clixon wants to show them how perfect Valance is now, sending him to kill Tonga, but Zuckuss appears, saving Tonga in the nick of time. Tonga tries to warn Zuckuss off, but Valance opens fire with his hand cannon. The Finesman easily dodges the blasts, but doesn't expect Valance to be right on him, causing him to be hit in the face several times. Zuckuss laments how he hasn't been struck that hard since he was a hatchling, as Bosk attacks Valance, but even his Trandoshan strength isn't enough to stop the cyborg, who socks him in the jaw and knocks him out cold. Clixon hopes that the hunters can see there is no trace of their friend left, and he's now the perfect killing machine and a vessel for the higher consciousness that will reward him and change Clixon into the perfect machine. Deathstick comes for Valance, remembering how they fought on Canto Bight, but Valance employs moves that she has never ever seen before, defeating the woman easily before turning his attention back to Tonga, who tries to stop the hunter with her words. Dirge tries his hand at taking down the Valance, but the cyborg picks apart the Jedi like he is nothing, ramming a spike through him and pinning him to the side of the ship. The Scourge demand that Clixon stop playing with Valance as the cyborg has a higher purpose, and it's not for his petty enjoyment. Valance goes with the Scourge to undergo further experimentation, as at Sifak's bountiful bounties, Sifak gets word of a new bounty hunter coming in, asking Losha if she will meet with them to register them into the system. The woman is more than happy to, since she's got nothing better to do than to wait for her wife to come groveling back to her. As her and Sifak talk, the Scourge infect the pit droids around the base, listening into them and learning how the bounty hunter droids are now causing all sorts of problems for their customers. Losha leaves to log the new hunter as elsewhere on the planet, Vakora tells her Lothcats that the blue milk they drink isn't cheap, telling them to stay put as she goes to see her new employer. The door opens and Losha appears, smashing her in the face and telling her that she's going to wipe the smirk off her face for killing her Nexu. Vakora surprisingly apologizes, giving up her blaster, ashamed at the terrible things she has done, but she is trying to do better now, and if Losha killing her gives her closure, then she can do it. Losha can't react in time as Sifak calls back for help as the Scourge droids have incapacitated him, contacting their leader and telling him they have a new hybrid to experiment on. Losha helps Vakora up and the two begin blasting their way through the pit droids. Losha realizes that if these droids are after cyborgs like Sifak, then that means they'll be after Tonga and Valance as well. Tonga and Valance meanwhile blast their way through their own droid problem as Dirge frees himself, smashing more droids up as they follow Valance and Clixon towards the next docking bay. Clixon gleefully bids the hunters farewell, knowing it's going to take him some time to adjust to the galaxy again since he's been gone for so long. The droids however stab him in the leg, telling him he isn't coming with them. Clixon begs for mercy, telling them that he did everything they wanted, but the Scourge rejects his offer since He is too human to accept his limitations and not human enough to evolve from them. Clixton is left at the mercy of Tonga and her crew, who grab the cyborg and rip his head off. Valance and the Scourge crew escape in their shuttle, but Tonga won't give up on her friend, wanting to get back to the ship and figure out where their shuttle is going. Cal, however, wants to cut their losses and leave, but Tonga tells her they aren't going to go and save Valance. They are going to go and kill him, just like she promised Valance she would.